Back down the grid, well, we've reflected on the problems in the pits. A grid walkabout has its perils as well, but Martin Brundle, as ever, is up to the challenge.
Well, I'm going to try and catch up between the spat that Fisichella and Villeneuve had yesterday. In fact, Jacques Villeneuve's just walking back onto the grid. Let's see if we can catch a quick word with him. It's quite unusual to see him in the many years I've been doing grid walks. Just a quick one, Jacques. So your mate Fisichella's behind you then. I mean, how did you view all that yesterday?
Well, he seemed to be very angry, so I hope he calmed down for the race today.
Do you think it was fair? I mean, some article 116 or something, you've impeded him and you've only moved back one place on the grid.
Well, I think I'm being made an example. I think it was a little bit unfair compared to what happened in other races, but as long as it's the same for everyone in the future, then I won't mind.
Okay, tell me something. Your overalls are so big, they feel like one layer things. What's that all about?
Keep some cool air in there.
Yeah, you look like you keep your sandwiches at the back, but I heard...
Sometimes you get scared, need some room.
Nice one. I heard a story that you're going to get married next month. Congratulations, is that true?
Yeah, thanks.
Well done.
I don't know when.
Don't know when. Okay, Fisichella has gone off for a comfort break, and we often joke about that. We often laugh about that, but actually it's a really serious issue, because if you have a big shunt in one of these things with a full bladder, it can be really super dangerous, and these guys have got to drink a lot of fluid as well, otherwise they're losing an awful lot of performance, physical performance. Let's just have a quick word with DC if he's up for it. Yeah, okay. David, you've been through the pit lane once, presumably because you've got extra fuel on board. You can fuel how you want after the top 10. Well, how does the track feel?
Well, it's very windy and it's quite dusty, so the track conditions seem a little bit worse than qualifying yesterday, so I would expect to see some cars working and others having difficulties.
Okay, now we've seen the GP2, the Formula BMW, the Porsches, they all steam into turn one and get through, but in Formula 1 it often doesn't happen. Why is that? You're the best drivers in the world.
It's because we've got carbon brakes that work at such high temperatures that from a standing start they're suboptimal. The only time we really practice that is at the start of a Grand Prix. And it's a combination of that, tyre pressures. You've seen with the safety cars this year, a lot of drivers having difficulty heating their tyres. It's just the way the tyre evolution has gone. And you bring all those factors together, it becomes very much a lottery trying to get the right braking point.
Inside or outside for turn one?
I always favour inside, because at least you can't get collected.
Top man, see you later. Let's head over and see if Fisichella's managed to get back yet. He's not here yet. Maybe we'll sweep him up on the way through. And Ralph, how are those Bridgestone tyres? Michael's on the same. Yeah, how are they going to be? Are there any degradation?
No, I don't think we will have a problem there. I think on the tyre side we have the upper side this weekend, and compared to Michelin.
What are you looking for today? Just points you'd be satisfied with, or you think you can do better?
Certainly from where I am, it's going to be a difficult race, that's for sure. Our pace was decent, but not really good enough to compete with the top runners. So anything between 5th and 7th be a great result.
Have a great one. We'll be looking out for you. Let's see if we can just have a final word with Button. I know we spoke to him earlier on in the programme, and let's just see what he's learned as he's... now he's in the top 10, so they've all crept around trying not to use any more fuel. So, Jensen, JB, what does the track feel like to you? David was just saying how windy it is out there and dusty, but you've had to coast round. You've not been in the car since qualifying. Can you feel anything?
No, not in that lap. It's about 100 k's all the way around, but it does feel windy out there, and you can see by the flags it's pretty windy, a lot windier than qualifying. So, we know what to do in that situation with the diff and with the front wing. So we're just deciding what we want to do right now.
So how much margin do you give yourself on that first lap then, in terms of you've got such an unknown out there, but you've got to go flat otherwise somebody will run into you?
Yeah, no, you do. I mean, the first lap is never that hot anyway, because you've got cold tyres, and the tyre is your limiting factor, so it's not the wind.
But when you lob the steering wheel into the first corner, you don't really know what's going to happen, do you, at that point? How much stick it's going to give you?
Yeah, you pretty much understand the car, and the rears are normally warmer than the fronts anyway when you turn into turn one, so it's not an issue. That's not what I'll be worrying about.
Podium today, possible?
That'd be nice.
Good luck. Back to you, Steve.